set my heart afire.
Hey, ShellSp0nge here, welcome back to yet another tank review. This tank review I am featuring the VK2801105. This tank is actually quite an interesting tank at tier 5, and as it says in the name, it has a lovely 105mm gun, which works really well. Without any further ado, I'm going to take you over to the statistics of this tank and the comparison also. But first, statistics. Alright, welcome to the statistics. So this tank here has, again, what I've mentioned, a 105mm gun. It fires AP as standard, and it has heat, and it has HE. So this gun spits out 2,433 damage per minute. It has an average damage of 350 per shot. And it has 64mm of penetration with its standard rounds, and it has 104 with its premium rounds, and 53 with its HE rounds. The reload time with just 100% crew is 8.63 seconds. The rate of fire is 6.95 rounds per minute. Aim time is 2.21, and the dispersion is an awful 0.53. So the mobility, this is basically where the tank shines. It does 64 kilometers forward, 22 backwards. It has a horsepower 700, and the power weight ratio is 26.06. Ground resistances are actually not that bad. The gun elevation is 20 degrees and gun depression is 10 degrees, which makes this quite nice to work over ridgelines, although you don't have any armor. 50 mils of front armor on the hull, excuse me, 30 mils on the side and 30 mils on the rear. This thing has also the same on the turret armor. Health, it has 680 hit points, and it has a standard view range of 380 meters with just 100% crew. Now I'm going to take you over to the comparison. So this thing, I was actually quite surprised looking at this, to be honest. So I have actually compared it with the normal tech tree variant, the VK28101. I have the standard Crusader and the Crusader with the derp gun, as you can see here. And I've also thought I'll add the MT25 in there, as it is actually quite a tall tank. And I'll take you to the model in a minute. So the VK105 has better DPM than its standard tech tree variant. Has a better DPM than Crusader, but not so much when it has the derp gun, and MT25 isn't better at all either. It has worse penetration on standard rounds than the standard variant and the Crusader and the MT25, but the Crusader with the derp gun has 38 mils of pen. Rate of fire, it has a better rate of fire than the tech tree variants, 15 rounds a minute. Oh no, never mind. That's I've read that around the wrong way. Everything here has better rate of fire than the VK28001 and 105. Reload time, again, everything else is better in the comparison. Shell velocity, yeah, well, you thought the SPIC was bad at T7. This thing has 470 meters per second shell velocity, and that is worse than everything in the comparison, apart from the Crusader with that derp gun. Aim time, everything is better apart from the MT25. It has the exact same dispersion. Absolutely everything is better in this comparison. Gun depression, it has the same gun depression as its tech tree variant, but the other two has 12 degrees, a little better. Oh, and the MT25 has only 5. Mobility, as I said before in the statistics, this is where this thing shines. 64 forwards, does the same as the VK, as the tech tree variant, and the other tanks in the comparison do not meet. do not meet. Uh, the armor, exactly the same. Everything here basically is going to be exactly the same as the tech tree variant. Uh, apart and the Crusader has worse hull armor, but the MT25 has better side armor. So as you can see, basically it's almost the same apart from as the tech tree variant, apart from the derp gun that it has on it, and well the penetration, the damage that it spits out. So now I will take you to the model, and here is the model of the tank. As you can see, it does not have any armor whatsoever. Even when you're trying to side scrape, you can't ricochet any rounds. There is a couple of spots here on the turret that you can possibly bounce, or if you pull off some funky moves. And, if you're actually using, I didn't actually know this, but when I was actually playing my game, but if you're actually using this gun depression, you can actually ricochet from some rounds off this hull. But if they are hull down, just shoot the turrets. That's fine. You would easily pen. um, As you can see, when we go here, it is actually a somewhat of a tall tank. So it can be easily spotted at times. Alright, now I am going to take you over to the replay. I don't do commentary, so I'll see you after on the statistics page. so for that game, of course, that was an ace tanker, that was a bruiser. I've got a bruiser, fire for effect, and I got the all X medal for destroying two more vehicles, two enemy vehicles in the tank, destroying a light tank. So I managed to do 2,159 damage, 3 kills, and 1,181 base experience. I fired 17, 15 direct hits, 7 pens. Mind you, most of that was I was firing heat and HE, oh, and a little bit AP. A lot of that was actually done downrange. I've got 1,067 assistance, and even though I fired quite a bit of heat, I still made just under 13,000 credits after tax. So that is my review on this VK2801. Just kidding. The equipment, I thought everyone was actually going to ask about equipment. What equipment do I use? Okay, so the equipment I use, I asked him to find working, is coated optics to make the view range a little better, low noise to try and increase the camo rating a little bit. So I actually and I also have turbo. So with the low noise, I managed to get my camo rating 35% and my view range up to 468 meters. Well, that's with my crew skills as well. So now that's the end of the review. So thank you. I hope you enjoyed the review. I hope this helped out. And I also would like you to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed the video, and please give me some feedback in the comments. I really would appreciate that. Alright guys, it's me signing off. I'll catch you on the next one.